Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It's a blustery Monday here in Strathroy, Ontario. Welcome to my Facebook Live. It's Marcy Denning from Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I want to welcome you. If you're watching me live, there's going to be a red live button up in the top corner. If you it's not there, you're watching the replay. Please say hello anyways. Let me know where you're coming from. I love to interact with you guys. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're definitely watching the replay, as Mondays I'm always live on my Facebook Stampin' with Marcy business page. I go live on my YouTube channel on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. That is Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I'm just going to make sure, oops, I'm going to bring you up on my iPad here. How was everybody's weekend? I went to my girlfriend's crop on Saturday with my sister Anne. Okay, there I am. It was my very first time being out and about like that. So it was so much fun. However, it was exhausting. I did nothing yesterday. I napped. I made beef stew for supper because it was a like blizzardy cold and it felt like that. And I didn't actually make my project until after dinner last night. So this morning, I was trying to get the blog post done, and our internet was down, and I kept pairing it to my cell phone, my laptop, and it kept dropping the connection. So it's been a morning. So anyhow, I have terrible hair this morning. My goodness. All right. So good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Anne. Thanks for joining. We're going to flip you around. I have just a few things to let you know about before we get started with our project. So let me just flip the camera. And we're going to hold on. Oh, you can see my couple of my cards from my next class. That's coming up right there. Alrighty. So flip you around here and bring you down, and then I'll have to adjust everything. All right. Hopefully I'm not too awful close. Make it look like I have giant hands or anything like that. All right. How do we look? Okay, so we need to bring you out just a bit more. So let's hold, please. It's a Monday. Have just a little bit of patience with me here as I try to adjust everything. There we go. All right, so tighten you up. I don't want you swinging on me. All right. So there we go. Get into camera view. Okay. Hello, friend. My class to go. The deadline was April 1st for signing up. I have one bundle left. So this price is $40 for porch pickup. Add $15 to be mailed to you express post with tracking and insurance. I'd hate to use regular mail and your products go missing, so I always choose the, sorry, it is more expensive, but you know you're going to get it quicker and it's going to actually arrive. All right, so this class includes the Friendly Hello bundle. Like I said, I have one left. That was a $120 free with amount free with spending that much money during celebration. Oh my goodness, words are hard this morning for me, guys. Yikers. All right, so Friendly Hello. This was a level 2 option during celebration, where you could choose this for free with a $120 before tax and shipping order. I have one bundle left. So your fee is going to include this. That's a gift from me. You're going to get a package of the Rhinestone Waves Basic Jewels, a package of the Stampin' Dimensionals, my favorite adhesive liquid glue, the Tombow Mono multi-liquid glue, and a spool of the Pool Party sheer ribbon. Let's get all of this out of the way here. Okay, and then you're going to make 6 cards. You're going to make 2 each of the 3 different designs. So this is a fun fold. This is a standard fold. You will be using your own designer series paper. You will be cutting it up yourself. Everything else will be done for you. The die cutting and embossing. The little vellum leaves I was cutting this weekend at the Crop. And then this is a really special fun fold. This is a block easel fold card. So get in a camera view here. So this is the way it sits up like that. However, to fold, this is where you're going to write your sentiment. To put it in your envelope to mail it, this folds flat and tucks around the back, and then it fits right into your envelope if you were wanting to mail this card to a friend, loved one. Yes, so that I have one bundle left. So as soon as that's gone, it's gone. All right. The retirement list is out. A lot of things have already sold out. In previous years, it's been guaranteed stamp sets till right before the new catalog goes live. That's not the case anymore. It's all while supplies last. So let's just open this up. I've already marked through here. Like here, Dress to Impress is gone. I've written on carryover, or X's mean gone. The Timeless Tropics, gone. So this stuff is while supplies last. So just be aware of that. So if there is anything that you're wanting, don't wait. Don't think you've got time, because you don't. And the ink refills, let me flip back here to my colors. The ink refills for the in colors, the Just Jade and Bumblebee. I checked at 7:30 this morning, and at this point in time, those are the only 2 ink colors that are actually gone so far. That's the ink refill. So these are the colors that are retiring. The Cinnamon Cider, Just Jade, Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, and Misty Moonlight. So ink refills are gone for those. As the day goes on, I'm sure more things are going to sell out. All right, so savings are in bloom. I'm actually going to be ordering myself a second little mini Stampin' Cut and Boss machine. It's on sale for $65.50. I love this little guy. I use it a lot. There's also bundles that are on sale for 20% off from the annual catalog. Some of these are carrying over, some are not. And some are carrying over with the bundle price, some are not. So just be aware of that. Okay, my retired Stampin' Up! Product sale in person is Saturday, April 23rd from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. at the All Saints Church. We are downstairs. There'll be signage for you to know where to go. This is in person. It's cash or e-transfer only. And I ask that you bring your own bags. And I see my lighting is shadowy there. All right, let's just adjust that. Okay. I know this is way in advance, but I'm trying to grow my business, grow my attendance for my classes and events. So Saturday Soiree, the September edition, is Saturday, September the 10th. So I want you guys to mark your calendars. This is a virtual event, not in person, so you can be anywhere in Canada and take this, be part of this event. More details to come. Okay, so on to today's project. I pulled out my Sweet Strawberry, the title, Goodbye Sweet Strawberries, the title of today's blog post and this live. This I'm very sad to see go. I will continue to own this as I really like it. Now I paired this card. I paired it with the Alt Together Designer Series paper, the striped pattern here. This is an out of publication product, meaning it's not in a catalog. It is the flyer online. The links for this will be on my blog post. For today's card, don't worry about rushing to write down the measurements. Everything will be on today's blog post, which will go live about 30 minutes after I'm done with you guys, as I have to download, convert, edit, and insert my video to YouTube and then insert it to my blog post. Alrighty, so I think that's enough of my yammering on here. I see my grid paper is crooked. Let's straighten you out. That'll drive me crazy as I look over. Okay, so I have chosen polished pink to create my strawberries. There's no rules that say strawberries only can be red. So I chose to go pink. Now my colors are, I've used the Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad for my sentiment. Then I've got Daffodil Delight, Polished Pink, and Granny Apple Green. And you can tell by my Daffodil Delight, I need to ink up to refill my ink pad. Perfect reason why you need to have a ink refill when you are purchasing a stamp pad. When I get a new stamp pad, I always add in that ink refill because I don't want to run into that situation. All right, so there we go. We are going to start by, when you're using a punch, before you start stamping on your cardstock, take a look at the orientation on your punch as to how it's going to punch out. So I can see that I need to stamp on this side here of my cardstock so that when I insert it, I'm not wasting. Whereas if I had to stamped it with the stem going to the right, then I'm kind of foobarred, so to speak. So this is going to go in like this. So my stem needs to be pointing to the left. And we need 3 stems. All right, let's get out here and line it up. Punch. So there we've got one cute little Granny Apple Green stem, and I want 3 of them. So I'm going to 2 and 3, and I'm going to take and just nip off that end so it's less cardstock flying all over the place. So line and punch. I love how easy our punches are to use. You don't need a lot of strength. If you've got strength issues or any arthritis or anything like that, because you can actually also have it flat on your tabletop, although I can't do this when the camera's in view, and then you can punch down, but you have to be able to be right over it. So I have to lift it up because my phone is on my camera mount, on the mount right in front of me, so I can't be punching it out that way. All right, so we're done with that. Flying cardstock everywhere. Come on, pick up. All right, my comments keep disappearing. Hello, Rona, Jeannie, Kathy, Linda, Tanya. All right. Oh, thank you, Kathy. So next up, we are going to close this up for the moment. We're not done with it yet. And we're going to open up our polished pink. Again, I'm going to take a look at how my strawberry shape is, the orientation in my punch. And I've got just a couple little scraps here. I'm hoping that they're going to work out. So I know that I need to ink up, and because I'm feeding it through this end first, and I want this to be lighter, so I'm inking up, stamping off. Oh, there's a, what is that happening there? There we go. I'm going to breathe on it to moisten up that ink because I want it to be a little lighter so that I get that nice image. Otherwise, it if you stamp it full strength, it's going to obliterate those little seed spots. So I'm going to just, again, stick that in, line it up, and punch. Now I'm going to flip this over, waste not, want not, and I'm going to use the other side because there's enough here for me to grab onto. All right. It was Melissa's birthday on Saturday, so Anne surprised her by having a beautiful cake for her. Oh my goodness, it was so delicious. A lovely birthday cake. It was so much fun. I just couldn't believe how much I missed getting together with friends like that until I was actually there doing it. All right, so this one here, we're going to be wasting a bit more cardstock, but whoops, especially since I've stamped it. I stamped on the wrong side, silly. Might as well. Do this other one. So we binge watched the end of Mr. Mercedes last night. So we are now officially done. And because I read the books, Brad kept asking me, oh my gosh, so what's going to happen next? And I'm like, I don't know. That character, you know, wasn't in the book, or that isn't the way that happened. So yeah, but it was quite good. It was quite graphic, gory, some of the stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, seriously, did you need to do that? There we go. There is our last berry that we're punching. So I'll just set this aside and I will use that another time. However, I want to now stamp on the inside before I put my ink pads away and clean my stamps. So I am going to, I'm just going to take and add my one little strawberry there. another, there. I wasn't getting it pressed down good enough, I guess, on the ink pad. There we go. That's done. And then I've got both. Now it's overlapping, so it's not going to be really super strong looking. The stem, but I'm okay with that. I'm just, there we go. So there we have a cute little berry for the inside. All right. So let's set this aside for the moment. However, I do need to bring that back in for a second because I'm a visual person. I tell you that if you watch my videos. So I like to, I'm going to line up where my berries are going to sit for me to be stamping those cute little yellow flowers. So I'm just kind of roundabout. So I know that they're going to go down the center like that. So I've got my Daffodil Delight. And like I said, it needs to be re-inked. So I know that I can just scoot you sideways just a bit. I know I want a flower here. And then scoot you over to the side a bit because I don't want to stamp on those berries. Flower there, and then, and I'm kind of moving my stamp every time so they're not the exact same position. And a flower there. That way I know I've got my perfect positioning for those 3 flowers. All right, so let's bring in our silicone craft sheet. We're not quite done stamping yet. We have to stamp our sentiment. All right. Give that a press. And I can take my polished pink. Come on, glue. It's very cold down here in my basement this morning, so my glue is like, yeah, no, I don't want to come out. All right, so I am going to just stick that down there. I'm going to take my insert piece and stick that in here. And I'm looking at the bottom. I'm looking at the bottom edge here to make sure that that is nice and straight. Okay, so we are going to build our strawberries. So we need our stems. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there and whoops, stick that on. Okay, and then my next 2. And then these are going to be dimensionaled up on my card front. There we go. So here's my first strawberry is going to have 3 dimensionals. I know you may think I am using a ton of dimensionals, but I do like them. And as I've jokingly said before, I'm trying to earn the next incentive trip, and maybe I can do it on my dimensional use alone. What do you think? All right, so we are going to stick you down, angled at the top like that. So our next berry, we have to pay attention to how it's going to overlap. So the left side here is not, is overlapping the bottom of that berry. So when you flip it over, it's the right side that is going to get that dimensional. So that we just have to add just a titch of glue right there. Come on. Alrighty. Because it's just going to touch like that. And it doesn't matter. And then this last one is going to be like that. So it doesn't matter how wonky you have them. And I kept my hand there so that I knew not to put a dimensional right there. Just, you can see it's just a titch of glue, not much at all. And then this one is like that. So there's our 3 strawberries. Now, I could have stamped this flower a little higher, but oh well. I'm going to add my polished dots. Okay. And I'm using the colored ones. I thought that they would be a nice subtle blush color for the center of those cute little berries or flowers. So scooch over there, and here we go. Scooch slightly. All right. We're done with those. So for my sentiment I'm using the Happy Birthday You Sweet Thing. I don't want that You Sweet Thing on there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, actually first I should glue this down so that I know. I don't want to just willy-nilly go and stamp and hope for the best. I want to plan it out so that it is stamped in the perfect position. I'm flipping this over to make sure that my Designer Series paper is on properly. Nothing's hanging off. It's not crooked. So now I'm going to bring this in. I'm going to set this here about where it is going to be, and I'm going to mask off my sentiment, the bottom part of the sentiment. I've just got old washi tape, and I'm just going to stick that on here and using my fingernail to make sure that it is pushed down so it's not covering over any of that letter. Okay, and I can see that I'm covering the part of that B. So get in there. And the Y, push that down. There, I can see now. All right. So We're now just going to ink that up. Peel this off. And then when you peel it off, you can see, take a look and make sure that there is no ink on any of these letters down here. And then I know that I can go, all right, straighten you up, scoot you up out of the way now. I don't want to accidentally, and then I know I can go all the way over to the side and making sure that that Y does not come off the end of the cardstock. And there we go. It just says happy birthday now. That was easy peasy, wasn't it? You can always adjust any sentiment by masking off the part of it that you don't want. Now, this tiny little bit of ribbon, that is the open weave ribbon. And what I have done, as you can see, I didn't cut the rest of it. I have cut it in into a strip. So here's my next. I just used the end of the roll. So you can see how it is. Let's open this up. You can see how it has the solid on either end, and it's kind of that mesh in the middle. I didn't want that big wide piece of ribbon. So all I did is took my ribbon scissors and I carefully cutting up that side to cut off that excess that I don't want. And once you get to the end, it's a little tricky because there's not a whole lot to hang on to. Come on. Come on. There we go. So I am just carefully, slowly, because I don't want to cut the ribbon and I don't want to cut my fingers. So look at that. There's that sheer piece that I know will go crazy if I rub it or anything. It's going to come apart. So that's going to go directly in my garbage can so it does not add extra little fibers anywhere. Okay, so now we can come back here with my Stampin' seal, and I am going to run a strip at either end to grab that ribbon. But isn't that a fun, easy way to also get your ribbon to a size that you want if you're not wanting that big, thick piece? It just makes it look, I think, oh, I think that's a smidge too tight. It just adds that bright pop. There we go, stick down. Okay, so then I'm just going to make sure it is sealed on the back of that card front. Okay, now liquid glue everywhere else. And, oh, it's a good thing I looked at that before I put it down, or it would be stuck down crooked. That would not be good. Making sure I've got a nice even border. And let's get the rest of those dimensionals on that layer. So yes, this is popped up a smidge more. It would probably require extra postage. The $1.94, $1.93 stamp. I always buy a roll of them. 4 cards like this. And then one here, because we don't like saggy middles. So we put one there. All right. And that's going to give me enough support for this card to not sag. So when I checked this morning, this bundle still was available. If you don't have it yet, I really do think you should. I love this bundle, and look at how pretty that is in the polished pink. Oh, it's so fresh and bright. All right, lift that up, make sure it's not crooked and it's good. Now my stripes here, these stripes in this designer series paper, they are wonky, so it kind of tricks your eye. So I'm looking at the edge of the cardstock, and then I'm turning it on its side to make sure. So I think that looks pretty darn good. All right, so that is today's card. What do you guys think? I'm just adjusting here. Adjust that lighting. Okay, now I can look for comments. Am I close to the trip yet, Melissa? Oh goodness, no. I am so far away. It's not looking great. It's been a rough year so far, so but one can dream and hope and work hard towards it. That's what I always say. Never give up. And keep going. Thank you, Melissa. Yes. Do I use the glue more than tape? Yes, I do. I love my liquid glue, but the tape I use for my ribbon and stuff. I don't put tape on card pieces to adhere them together. I always use my liquid glue. I use my tape for attaching my ribbons. That's just the way I do it. Everybody is different with how they like to craft, what their adhesive preference is. So it's up to personal choice, right? All right, so I'm just taking a look, see if there are any other. Thank you. I love the pink too. As you know, I'm a pink girl, and polished pink is my favorite pink. I just love it. So I'm really hoping that it will continue on, that it won't go away when they do the color refresh in a few years. I'm hoping that they add this polished pink to our regular color family. Hello, Brenda. Thanks for joining. Hello, Sandy. Thanks for joining. All right, so I'm looking for questions. Not seeing any. So remember, good morning, Vicki. Thanks for joining. Remember the retiring list for the annual catalog. It's while supplies last. We are like ribbons. Oh my gosh. You can see here on our specialty basics, the blue X's are not carrying over. C's and the pinky purple is carryover. So, and look at the packaging basics. The mini paper pumpkin boxes, the mini jam jars, boo-hoo, they're going. We've only got 2 things on this page that are carrying over, just 2. So if you like any of this packaging stuff, I would suggest you pick it up now. I have a bunch of the mini paper pumpkin and the mini jam jars, and I'm going to be keeping them because for events and things like that, they are fun and very useful for packaging. Our ribbon and trim, we're losing quite a bit. As you can see, we're getting new stuff, but some of the favorites, the black glittered organdy has been in the catalog for a few years. Sadly, it's finally retiring. Yeah, we are losing a lot. Like, look at all these X's here. Oh my goodness. There are things you can see here on this page. We've got some carryovers. Let me bring you up just a bit more here while we're just going over some of this stuff so you can see it better. All right, so yeah, there's quite a few of the ribbons that are going. A lot of the embellishments. The bumblebees, yeah, I will be keeping them. I will not be selling those little gems there. Just fabulous. But what a colorful page spread, isn't it? With all of my marked out and that. It's just, yeah. I'm just trying to see which way my lighting is better. So anyway, on my blog, the list is there. You can look at it. We're losing a lot of punches, guys. A lot of punches. Turtle is already gone. Turtle is sold out. Snowman Builder, I did a class with this a few years ago. It's sold out. So yeah, and there's my sweet little strawberry builder. So that we use today. So just be aware of all that, you guys. Remember, I have one bundle left for my Friendly Hello class. I'm just looking. We are really wonky today, my camera view. But anyhow, thank you so much for joining me. I truly, truly do appreciate it. Please share my video. Sharing is caring. It's how I reach more crafty friends, customers, team members. It doesn't cost you anything to share my video. Give me a thumbs up if you are on YouTube. Leave a comment. YouTube really likes that. That way they will promote my channel. On Facebook, if you give me a heart, it works better than the thumbs up. A heart works so much better than the thumbs up. They will promote hearts more than thumbs up, especially if there's more comments as well. All right, have a fabulous Monday. Stay warm if you are in the area that I am with that blowing snow. Winter is not quite done with us yet. Even though it's spring, we've had quite the snow the past couple days. So looking forward to warmer temperatures. See you on Wednesday at 1 o'clock on my YouTube channel. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask. Catalogs. If you have not placed an order with me or taken a class with me in the last 6 months, you are not on my new catalog list. If you have, you don't worry about it. You're already on my list. I am ordering my new annual catalogs on Friday, April 1st. If you would like a catalog from me, if you live in Canada and do not shop with somebody else, if you're already getting a catalog with somebody else, don't request a catalog, please. If you are not shopping with anybody else and you would like a catalog, if you haven't been stamping and you want to get back into stamping, just reach out, give me an email, and let me know you want on my list, because I will be ordering on Friday morning. I will be ordering my brand new catalogs, and they will be going out to my customers towards the end of April, so that once the catalog goes live on May the 3rd, you will have your catalog in hand and know all of the fabulous products, and you'll be ready to shop. All right. Thanks again, and have a fabulous day, guys. Bye for now.